Do you play Mobile Legends Bang Bang? Do you use Aptoide? Well, if not, I am here to teach you what it's all about and how you are missing out on insane bonuses and extra value for your money for not doing so. Hello everybody and welcome to a new video. My name is Midway and I hope you're having a wonderful day, cause I sure am. And today I bring you some more Mobile Legends Bang Bang. Together we are playing here Eudora on the mid lane against quite some aggressive opponents. So I'm just here to showcase this gameplay to you guys, right? So Eudora is a character which is pretty close range, and she has quite an interesting combo between applying an electrified kind of passive where you will see the opponent kind of having this little icon signaling that the next time you're gonna hit the enemy with an ability, it's gonna be proccing additional effects, right? So as we are clearing here these initial minions, you are going to be seeing that we are getting poked quite strongly by our opponent here, and they have quite some area of denial abilities as well as a very low cooldown on some very high damage abilities early on, right? So we are having a difficult time here just getting closer, killing these minions and being able to get some damage out, but you will see that that's going to change eventually, right? So our abilities here basically are a little bit of a frontal cleave that applies the electrified passive to basically everything, and then we also have a CC single target ability, which, well, so far it's not really helping us too much, so we have to go back to base. So we take an early base and we come back a strong full HP. We're now level 3, but we are still facing a little bit of the same issue here. We're trying to be aggressive, we're trying to get in there and do some damage, but the poke from our enemy is just too strong. We have a little bit of a help here from our jungle, which is going to allow us to get into this little mini team fight that's going to be happening here in the river as we are ganking here alpha versus alpha. However, that's not going to go anywhere, and we are going to be facing our enemy mid laner here as we come back, and once again we have the same issue. We get our stun in there, but they have a massive shield, and 2 of their abilities are pretty much enough to get us down to half HP. With the 3rd ability, they basically just chunk us down to the level where we gotta go back to base. Fortunately though, our team is able to finish our enemy. Now we overstay here a little bit in the mid lane, we don't go back, and we just have the enemy mid laner come back to us, so we take some poke, but we do manage to farm a little bit, we get some levels, we get some XP, and then we just hit the tower a little bit, so we go back to base for that full HP that we wanted so bad. And now as we are coming back to lane, we had our mid laner still hanging around, helping us clear these minions so that the enemy was not able to get any damage onto the tower. So now we do have them very low HP and we are just pretty much able to hit them here, but they do get under the tower, right? They still have that massive shield, which is a little bit of a bait. Their jungle is hanging around, so yeah, we don't really want to fall for that trap, so we are just going to be going for some safe damage onto the tower and some minions. And shortly after that, they do show up again. We have our ultimate now, so we are able to, together with our companion ADC here, our little teammate, we are able to actually take them down 2v1 pretty quickly. We do have a lot of burst damage onto this class, as you will see shortly, and yeah, we're just able to clear the mid lane and go for some roaming. And as we approach the top lane, we are able to make use of our CC to save our top laner's life here. We just stun the enemy's top laner, and well, they're just not able to chase, and we have enough time to clear some of the minions. We know they're still hanging around over here, right? So it is pretty dangerous, but we do have a lot of CC, and we do have a lot of burst damage. That's exactly what we do. Basically just kill them together with our top laner there, together with those tools, and we help our jungler here to clear the turtle. But yeah, we are still getting gagged, right? So that's a lot of hot action. We're not able to take the turtle on our own just yet, so we need the whole team just to be around. It's gonna be very good for us to get this, just some gold and XP as we get this, right? So that's pretty much a decent play in my books. And after that, we choose to go back to base and try to go to the bot lane since there was nobody there. There was some minions to be killed, and we face the enemy ADC that is just trying to farm freely over here. So we have our own team's ADC come together with us and try and get a sneaky gank onto this guy, but he just runs away, and there is still a tier 2 tower up. Tier 1 was already gone. So we are just going to be clearing some minions, helping take out some of the jungle camps. And now as we rotate mid lane, well, we have some minions come to us. So yeah, more XP, more gold. That's a pretty good use of the whole map. Just let nothing go to waste. And we have some objectives coming up soon as well. We have another turtle coming in 50 seconds. So we're going to be trying to go for some damage into here, the mid lane turret. There's nobody, there's some action in the bot lane, and there's some action in the top lane with just straight up some farming. So we are able to sneak in a mid lane tier 2 tower for free, as we still remain here just taking some gold and taking some XP. But now we gotta go back because, well, we are surrounded. If we didn't notice before, we are straight up just in the middle of a big scuffle with our just top laners, jungles, everybody's coming in, so we fall. And while all of that was going on, well, we had our own team take the turtle once again, and we have a big fight right in front of our noses. We have a massive burst coming up as we are able to take one character, but yeah, there's no follow-up from our team. We get a little bit baited here, we go far a little bit too quick into the jungle, and we are taken out once again, unfortunately. But our team is trying to still do a little bit of a play here before the Lord spawns in a minute pretty much here. So back in the game, we have a massive fight still remaining just in the mid lane here. So we are going to be taking down this one character with our big burst. Unfortunately, that actually doesn't happen. We really got baited into that one because they froze themselves just like a Shyvana ult in League of Legends, and they were immune to any damage. So we unfortunately go back down once again, but we'll be back for the Lord soon enough. Now right now our score is not looking too hot. We're only 1-3, but we got a decent amount of XP. Our team is winning. We got the Lord coming up. We're not in a bad position. We are not losing. Excuse me. We did take more towers than the enemy, right? So we are still winning. And yeah, the Lord's gonna be spawning in a couple seconds now. But we have a play in the mid lane here, which is exactly what we wanted. We have a massive burst coming up, so we are able to take down the enemy's mid laner. And now we'll try to make a play over here. And as you can see, we got our team right behind us. We got 2 other players joining us here, trying to make a push. And yeah, we'll be able to secure the mid lane. We have Prio on top lane as well as mid lane. Bot lane is a little bit pushed towards us, but we are fine right here. So we'll do a little bit of a push, try to get some damage onto the tower, see what happens, right? So we are able to sneak some damage here, but just not quite. Our range is pretty short on this character, unfortunately. If we just had the burst ability ready there, the ultimate, we could have been able to just take that one down, but now we go for a little bit of a greedy play, and unfortunately the tower takes us out. But good thing for us though, out of that greedy play, nothing bad came out rather than just us dying. We actually managed to sneak in a Lord kill, and we pretty much just wiped out the enemy's entire team. So now we are back in the game. We got the Lord coming up soon, and we also just yeah, have still Prio in just getting into the mid lane and going for a big play, right? So the Lord's gonna be coming in the mid lane, which will help us do a big push. The enemy is pretty much still all just dead, and yeah, we have pretty much the whole team here joining us in the mid lane now, going for a big push. So let's see what happens. We got a gang just straight up running onto us, so we are able to help out here with a big burst. We did manage to get some kills this time around, so we got some gold, but we are pretty much dead at this point, right? We are one hit. The Lord is coming in, so you might think, oh well, we are able to close out the game right here, but not yet. So since we had to go back because it was just very risky, but we were gonna die and just feed the enemy, the Lord gets taken out, but we go on to the top lane and we still get some XP and some gold over there, as our team is still sneaking some kills onto that mid lane push. So maybe if we went mid lane here and tried to help our team, it would have just been over, and it pretty much is anyways, right? So there we go. That was the game. It was actually a pretty decent one. We didn't really manage to get the best score, but it was not bad whatsoever. Now, right, let's just go and hear a little bit about Aptoide. So picture this, you are playing Mobile Legends Bang Bang and you want to be buying anything within the game. Let's just say you want to be getting some gems, right? So what you're going to be going ahead to do normally, as well as through Aptoide, is click on anything you might want to purchase. But if you do so through Aptoide, you're going to be able to see that right from the get-go, you're going to be able to see a bonus that's going to be indicating how much of an extra value in the form of a cashback you would be getting if you're doing this purchase through Aptoide, right? So imagine I'm spending, what is it, €2.79 in this pack. Well, if I am using Aptoide, I am going to be able to get a bonus, in this case based off of the amount of a bonus that I currently have unlocked. That is going to be 23 cents, right? So 23 cents that I can accumulate and then use instead of my actual real money to make the purchases for me, right? So right now I don't have enough of it, but if I did, I could go ahead and select the app coins credits choice right there, and that would mean that that's my payment selected option, so I can use those instead of my actual real money to do the payment for me, right? So it's a matter of accumulating bonuses, scaling up the percentage of a bonus you are going to be getting from these purchases, which you can do by, for example, using my code down there in the description as well as here on the screen, and then just going ahead and accumulating purchases until that percentage you're getting is just going to be bigger and bigger, all the way up to an extra 35% of any amount of money you're spending can be turned into a bonus, and therefore you can make those biggest purchases without actually, you know, spending that much money. Whenever you want to be spending and getting some gems or anything in the games, well, you can just go ahead and use Aptoide, and therefore you're going to be able to buy more stuff in the long run, accumulating those bonuses and being able to purchase more stuff basically for free whenever you have accumulated enough bonuses.